3.
The question is, are these triangles similar? Yes, they are similar. And here's how we figure this out. So, in this triangle, we see that they give us two of the angles already, 36 and 67. And how we're going to figure this out is, what does a triangle equal? A triangle equals 180 degrees. So we're going to take 180 and then minus 36 and minus again 67, which equals 77. And then we move to D, E, and F. And we see that they gave us two angles again, that we have 36 and 77. And if we look back to our first triangle, there's 77 here now, because we figured that out. And so it only has to mean that 67 is here. And so the answer is yes, these triangles are similar.
Why?
Because they both have the same amount of angles. So this question is 7a, and it's asking us to find angle A and B. So we already have angle C, and which is 90 degrees, and because it's a right angle, so it's automatically 90. So 90 degrees, and then second step, we're going to label the triangle. So the hypotenuse is the longest line, which is 32. So we're going to do 32. Adjacent, so right next to the hypotenuse is the 20. So that's going to be adjacent. And then opposite is the one with no number. So opposite. And then what we're going to do from here is find angle A. And how we're going to do that is we're going to use H and A and cosine. So cosine, I did that backwards, but anyways, cosine A equals 20 over 32. And we get those numbers by using the H and the A. So cosine A equals 20 over 32. And then we want the A alone, so we're going to do A equals cosine inverse bracket 20 over 32. And then close the bracket. We're going to use our calculator. So we're going to put cosine, so cosine 20 over 32 on 20 over 32, which equals 51.3. So A equals, okay, wait, hold on, sorry. A equals 51.3 equals 51.3 degrees. And then from here, to find angle B, we're going to use the 180 method. So we're going to go 180 minus 90 from angle C, because it's a right angle, 180 degrees, and then minus 51.3 degrees, which gives us a grand total of 80 minus 90 minus 51.3 equals 38.7. 38.7 degrees. So, angle B equals 38.7. 38.7 degrees. And so, we put 51.3 and 38.7. And adding them all up equals 180, which is how we found the triangle.